Hi, friends. So today, I am going to tell you about a loyal dog and curse downer Shadow's curse. In the quiet village of Eldermere, a man named Elias lived alone in a crumbling cottage at the edge of the woods. Once a respected scholar, he had been cursed by a vengeful sorcerer, an enchantment that doomed anyone who cared for him to a terrible fate. His friends abandoned him. His family, one by one, met misfortune. Elias had resigned himself to solitude, fearing that his presence was a death sentence to those he loved. One stormy evening, as lightning slashed the sky, Elias heard a faint whimper outside his door. He hesitated, his heart heavy with dread, but curiosity got the better of him. As he stepped outside, he saw a soaked and shivering black dog, its amber eyes glowing in the dim light. "You shouldn't be here," Elias murmured, kneeling beside the creature. But the dog pressed against him, seeking warmth. Despite his fears, Elias took him in and named him Shadow. Days turned to weeks, and to Elias's surprise, Shadow remained unharmed. The dog followed him everywhere, an unwavering guardian in his lonely existence. At night, Shadow would sit by his feet, staring into the dark corners of the cottage, growling at something unseen. Elias began to wonder if Shadow knew of the curse, if the dog sensed the shadows that whispered to him in his dreams. Then one night the whispers grew stronger. "You will always be alone." Elias woke to find the room unnaturally cold. The candle flames flickered wildly, casting long, writhing shadows on the walls. A voice, ancient and cruel, echoed through the cottage. "Your time is near. Your loyal pet will perish like the rest." Elias's heart clenched. He had lost too much already. He wouldn't lose Shadow, too. But as he turned, he saw the dog standing rigid, fur bristling, fangs bared. Shadow wasn't afraid. He was defiant. The darkness in the room twisted, taking shape, an entity with hollow eyes and clawed hands. It lunged at Elias, but Shadow moved first. With a snarl, the dog leaped, colliding with the shadowy figure. The room shook. Elias stumbled backward, watching in horror as Shadow and the entity wrestled in a storm of black smoke and golden light. The walls trembled, the air crackled with energy, and then silence. The darkness had vanished. The air was still. The curse was broken. Elias fell to his knees beside Shadow. The dog lay motionless, his once bright eyes dim. A sob racked Elias's chest. He buried his faithful friend beneath the ancient oak in the meadow, marking the grave with stones. That night, as he sat by the fire, grief weighing him down, he felt a warmth at his side. He turned. There in the flickering light stood Shadow's spirit, his tail wagging softly, his eyes gleaming with the same fierce loyalty. Elias smiled through his tears. Shadow had never left him, and he never would. Thanks for watching the video.